what will be the losses? What are the expected losses until the end of the year? How much are you talking about?
Well, in terms of employees, if you just add the regular employees, that's about 25,000. But if you add the associated entities that support the airline industry,
Yes.
and including the travel, and the hotel, because they are all interlinked industries to aviation, considering that the movement of people in an archipelagic country like ours is dependent on air. It is estimated by IATA that there will be about 500,000 jobs that are at stake. IATA naman has made an estimate that the loss for the year for the industry in the Philippines is about $4.9 billion.
So roughly $5 billion.
Yes.
So that's that's more than 1% of GDP.
Yes, if it's
Okay,
yes,
so 250 billion.
yes, yes.
Okay. Finally, what are your recommendations to assist the industry?
Well, I think the primary thing is for us to start flying again, because that's our ability to be a catalyzer of economic activity. The moment we are able to bring people and cargo and connect the island, and it need not be Cebu and Davao. It just needs to be a reasonably big secondary city in Mindanao.
Yes, so we understand that, no, naturally, but we know that that's not going to happen. Meaning to say, it's not going to be back to the old normal. Initially, there might be some social distancing as well in the planes.
Yes.
So that's just maybe 50% of your capacity. Okay.
Well, that economic model we humbly submit, would not be economically viable for the airlines.
Correct.
Because the normal break-even of the airlines is 70%.
Correct. And therefore, the difference, until we get back to the old normal, the difference would be about 40%. So you will lose 40% of revenue, and chances are you will probably lay off 40% of your workforce. Isn't that correct?
Yes, right now there is no large-scale layoff of employees in the aviation industries.
Yes.
The backup carriers have continued to maintain the workforce.
Yes.
And a wage subsidy from Congress would help the airline industry sustain it.
So potentially you may have a 250 billion loss until the end of the year. Okay?
Yes.
Assuming you're allowed to operate 50% capacity and your break even is 70%, then there's a 20% of gross, right? That you may need assistance from government.
Yes.
So that you don't lay off workers.
Yes, yes. I understand the point.
Yes. And when you talk about wage subsidy, that's precisely what you're saying. In effect, so that we don't lay off workers, right?
Yes.
Until such a time that, assuming that there is a vaccine, or until such a time that there is a cure, then you can go back to the old normal.
Yes, and when we say old normal, the projections that the local carriers have is that for this year, we will be able to resume only 20 to 30% of our original network in terms of capacity and destination, because number one, there is the concern of the consumers to travel. So we need to really give them what you call the layers of biosecurity assurances that the place is clean and safe.
You have to assure
from the ground. Starting from the ground.
Yes, correct. So in effect, what you're saying is that walang consumer confidence.
Right now, wala.
Right now, no? Okay.